Folks, welcome back to another incredible and splendiferous episode of Papa Day with me, your host, Max, aka Mr. Papadopoulos, or Little Funko if you prefer. So, got a package, as we are often seeing on this channel, and I'm pretty sure there's just one in here, despite this being a box that could easily hold three. So, but before we jump into this, and usually I like to say where it's coming from. This time I'm gonna not mention it because I think it'll give it away. So I'm gonna skip that for now. I'm gonna jump into these other two I have off to the side. So let's see. Start with this one. So I got these at Target not too long ago. So this guy right here is Yugi Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't watch all of the other seasons, but the original series with Yugi and the boys. Yeah, I watched a lot of it, and I played the card game, which is rare. I collected Pokemon cards, but I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Very poorly, but I played it and I understood the rules. And I actually read the booklet over and over again, and I would be the guy who would like rule lawyer other people who wouldn't really play by the rules or just made up their own rules. So it's like I remember early on in the game, people would fuse monsters, even though you specifically needed a card that would allow you to do that. That wasn't introduced into a couple expansions later. So, yeah, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan. This is specifically non-transformed, non-Pharaoh Yugi. There is another Yugi that is Yami Yugi, or as he's called, I guess Yami usually means like I think evil. Um, and like in the comics, or sorry, the manga, whatever, however you pronounce it, it's actually different. Like it still has all the mystical elements of it, but the original comic is a lot darker. And when Yugi transforms into evil Yugi, he's actually way more evil. He ends up actually like killing people. Like it's crazy. I mean, obviously he's cast as the protagonist, but when it came time for them to introduce the card game, it was just kind of an one-off thing that people really liked. So when they meant to make the show, they just started with the card game because that's what everybody liked about the comic anyway. And it moved away from him killing people, but it still had these like very high stakes of like if you lose these games, you would pretty much lose your soul. So Yu-Gi-Oh is really cool. The monster designs are always really cool. I did see Slifer the Sky Dragon, and I know a lot of people are excited about that one, but personally, I don't have a lot of attachment to that specific monster. It'd probably be Blue Eyes, or if I found Exodia or Red Eyes, those would be the three 6-inch ones I'd want. But yeah, very cool. I mean, Yugi's got such iconic hair. You could see this pop from like across a room and you would know who that is. So going to the other one I got at Target, it's Joey Wheeler, which I'm pretty sure that's not his name in the Japanese version. Uh, Yugi's name, I think, stayed the same, which is funny that, they would change one of their names. In fact, they changed everybody's name in their friend group except for Yugi, which I guess because his name is the show. But like, if you're gonna go that far, like, it doesn't make any sense. But Joey is a fan favorite character, probably because in the dub, which is infamous for not being very good or very bad, it's kind of somewhere in the middle. But it is a 4Kids dub. They gave him like a Brooklyn or just East Coast accent. He's definitely like, "Hey, yo, I'm Joey. Come on, Yug," and he like shortens people's name for no reason. But yeah, very funny character in the show, and probably the only reason people like him is because they gave him that accent, which is funny. I'm sure he had like a delinquent kind of sounding voice, like kind of like a Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho and like Kuwabara. Like they were just like these rough. Like you can tell Joey was supposed to be more rough, like because he never buttoned his shirt and all this stuff going to school. So cool. It was very cool. So two new anime pops. I don't even know where I put these. I'm gonna throw them down here at the bottom. Kind of rearrange things a little bit. I like this new setup. Anyway, okay, so time for the reveal. Let's see here. So I ordered this one. Oh yeah, by the way, careful with knives. Don't hurt yourself with a knife. But yeah, I ordered this pop quite a long time ago. Like it was like 2 months ago. And this wasn't like a pre-order. Like it basically said it was available to ship right away. So I thought it was funny that it took so long to get here. Also, it came from Indiana, which is not that far from me. So, but honestly, I'm just glad it showed up. So then, now for the reveal, I think I'll show you just. No, here I'll just rip it off. But you can see this is from Spirit Halloween. So now you probably know there's only a couple it could be, and I got Zombie Billy Butcherson from the Hocus Pocus movie. Now, everybody loves Hocus Pocus. This is a movie from a lot of people's childhood, and honestly, I love that movie, but I would never get the Hocus Pocus like the witches. Like they're cool, but it's just not my style. It's not my thing. But this character, I remember really liking this dude, and just like the way his mouth shone shut, and just like it's a really cool design. I thought and it was pretty dark for a kids movie if you think about it. That's why I like '90s Halloween movies. They weren't as afraid to deal with stuff like death. Like if you watch the '90s Casper movie, like Casper just straight up talks about like dying, and like they do that in this movie too. Like what did it feel like to die? Like it's kind of dark for a kids movie. So movies nowadays, I don't feel like they deal with that kind of thing. So it's funny to me. This is such kind of like a dark character that, but I really enjoyed that movie, and it is Halloween time, so decided to get this one. It's kind of just out of nostalgia. So I thought that was really cool. Like it's a very neat design. Got his mouth shown shut. I don't know why that's so hard to say, but yeah, very, very cool. Spirit exclusive. So I actually went to a couple spirits looking for stuff like this, and I didn't. The other one I was looking for was the Jack from Trick or Treat that everybody seems to like, but I did see the one with all three of the witches over the cauldron, which I thought was neat. But yeah, didn't see any of these, and I went to like a couple, so thought that was pretty cool. Let's find a good spot for Billy. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put him with some other movie pops I've got right here. You might end up going in a protector too. Alrighty, so come on over. Let's take a look at the new additions. So I kind of rearranged some of these guys, put them in a way that made more sense, like J. Jonah, Stan Lee over here next to the rest of my Spider-Mans. Even though, this is from Iron Man, I figured Stan Lee would go better next to Spidey. And then over here, I kind of redid this middle area, so we've got all these displayed sideways because I'm starting to hit critical mass as far as display and the ones I want to show off. So eventually, we're gonna have to start rotating them off to show off everything. But go ahead and put the Billy Butcherson right here next to Ron Burgundy, Tyler Durden, some other nostalgic movies from my childhood and adolescence. There's those Infinity Warp pops. Got all my Star Wars ones over here to the left, not that many. Um, I thought these two went well together because they're both box lunch. We got the Scooby Doo and the Raven Bart. And then down here we got Yukimoto and Joey Wheeler. And that is it. So, hope you guys like this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I've noticed a lot of really cool and nice comments on the last video. So, thank you guys for subbing. Thank you guys for liking. And thanks for being supportive. Yeah, it's cool. I started out and I haven't been sharing this on Reddit. I haven't been sharing it around. I've just been posting. So I'm going to keep posting and put a bunch of cool stuff up. So you want to see more videos like this, more pops, more exclusives, sodas, collection videos. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Thanks again. And as far as I'm concerned, you guys just got popified. Thanks for watching.